Let's talk about Hurricane Andrew. I write in the book about Hurricane Andrew. It was the first time after all these years I've actually ever written down my remembrances and my thoughts about that event. If you lived through it, if you know anybody that lived through it, I mean, it's an event of a lifetime. We hope it's of a lifetime. We hope we don't ever go through that again. And the bottom line on Andrew was I never ever thought that I would see in the United States so many people suffering so badly. And then Hurricane Katrina came along, and of course Hurricane Katrina was even worse. I just never ever thought that would happen. But Hurricane Andrew, for me, started just about a little less than a week before the storm actually hit. It seemed like there was a bigger distance. But Andrew, of course, it's the A storm, right? There was really not much going on in the tropics in 1992. It was a very, very light year tropical activity. And this very kind of weak tropical storm finally formed. It was very disorganized. And I said on TV that there's about a 50-50 chance, I think, that this storm will survive at all because it was in a region of very unfavorable upper level winds. I said, but if it does survive, then we're going to have to watch it because it looks like it will get more favorable and it's going to come in our general direction. When I said general direction, I meant direction of the state of Florida. And then we watched it day by day, and indeed it kept sort of coming, but it wasn't especially threatening even on Thursday. Remember, it hit Monday morning, so even Thursday and even Friday morning, it didn't seem especially threatening, which is 3 days before it arrived. So this was a very kind of fast developing situation. But by Friday afternoon, I went into the television station, the Channel 4 in Miami, and looked at the maps. And all I could tell from the maps was that the weather pattern was conducive, A, for the storm to continue moving in our general direction, B, for the storm to increase in strength, and C, for the storm to possibly move faster. It just looked like the high pressure to the north was going to get stronger, and therefore the storm would really get going and potentially come again toward Florida, but not specifically South Florida. But I thought there was enough risk because it was a Friday and nobody in Southeast Florida really had hurricanes on their mind. I thought it was appropriate to raise the issue, and we dedicated a lot of the early news that day to talking about the possibility of a hurricane, and that really the bottom line piece of information was everybody over the weekend needed to stay informed about what was happening. Well, then by Saturday it really became clear that this was a potential significant threat to Southeast Florida, not just to the state in general, and we went into extended coverage. And then on Sunday, I went in early in the morning and we started it, and we went through it step by step by step by step, nonstop, until it happened Monday morning, overnight, Sunday night into Monday morning. And it was an unbelievable, as I say, hopefully once in a lifetime event. Anyway, the account is in the Hurricane Almanac, and if you went through it, it might bring back a couple of memories for you. It certainly did for me as I sat down to pull my thoughts together. Anyway, lots more on Andrew, of course, and all of the major hurricanes that affected the U.S. in the Hurricane Almanac and on hurricanealmanac.com.